So these were now certain voices, and a special thanks to Cape Town, Warsaw, Oslo, Auckland, Rotterdam and Helsinki. And of course, I want to add that this is not limited to these cities. Many more cities are invited to join that network. Condition is you must be committed and ambitious, and you wish to deliver and to act and to implement. So while these were now examples of what is done and what is planned, it's now a pleasure to invite our dear friends with whom we are working in these themes, our friends from UNEP and from KT. And the first one I would like to ask to come here is Ligia Noronha. She's the director of the Division of Technology, Industry and Economics. Many know it as DTIE, based in Paris, from UNEP. And again, we would like to hear from you, please, what your expectations are, what you can contribute, and how you think the UN and the city level will work together.
Thank you very much, Monica. Ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted to have this global city network working on sustainable public procurement. We at UNEP believe that sustainable public procurement is one of the key transformative changes in sustainable consumption and production. And to have the lead city network work on sustainable procurement is for us music to our ears, because we believe that this can fundamentally cause that kind of lead action that we are all looking for. Over the last 1 week, it's been extremely exciting to hear all the motivations towards aligning and raising the ambition in terms of actions. And this network is just an absolute example of this. And we do hope that the network would very much work with us on GIRAC, because that is the global initiative on resource efficient cities. But it's also very important for you to join the 10YFP on sustainable public procurement. As you know, the Sustainable Public Procurement Initiative, which Farid here coordinates, was launched in April of 2014, the first program of the 10-year framework program. And we have a number of initiatives within that sub-program in order to scale up the work. So we are delighted that you have this. What do we expect of it? I would say immediately 4 things. One is to be much more integrative in terms of subnational action. Much more integrative in terms of subnational action. Because if you think about it, cities are key. They are the fulcrum of activity, but they connect very well to the national. So if you connect from the cities to the regional to the national, you create that rope of knowledge and finances that are required for change to happen. So we see this at a vertical level, but we also see it as a horizontal level. And we heard the mayor speak to the fact that you are working on transport, you're working on medical, you're working on education, you're working on what else did you say? A whole bunch of horizontal sectoral activities. And to bring about integration in that in terms of procurement will create a big change. So that's one. The second is to enhance and strengthen regional networks. There are a number of regional networks, and we need to strengthen them by sharing communities of practice, by having communities of practice and sharing knowledge across this. So that would be the second. The third is I would very much see the sustainable public procurement speak to multiple agendas. Given that you're working on so many different sectors, you're speaking not just to resource efficiency, not just to sustainable consumption and production, but you're speaking to health agendas. We heard Pekka talk to us earlier about how district energy systems, for example, improve air quality in Helsinki. So sustainable public procurement has a role to play in improvement of health systems. So different agendas, not just one agenda. And my final point is, it's very important for us going forth from the COP21 to link the COP21 and the climate agenda, not COP21, but the climate agenda and the sustainable development agenda by linking decarbonization and decoupling, which are very key to all that we are doing. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations again. Congratulations to ICLE, and we're very happy to partner with you.
Thank you so much, Ligia Noronha.